Part 39. First, I just want to say thank you for everybody who showed your love and support yesterday. I truly appreciate that. Now, back to the story. So she says, isn't it true that he only went to rehab because you threatened him with divorce if he didn't go? I said I didn't threaten divorce if he checked into rehab. I told him that that was an option if he didn't get help because he needs help. She said, isn't it true that it was only a few beers he had after the Christmas holiday after you told him you had a full-blown affair? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? 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 She said, so you told him if he wanted to have you back, he needed to obey your command to go to rehab. I'm sitting in this bitch like, what the fuck is she? I said, you just asked me a lot of questions all in one. Can you break it up? She said, sure. In 2018, were you having an affair? I said, no. She said, so after you had your youngest child, isn't it true that you started to have an affair with someone? I said, no. She said, isn't it true like 2 days before Christmas, you decided to tell your husband that you was having a full-blown affair? No. She said, so the incident with you suggesting him to go to rehab, wasn't it over him having a few beers over the holiday? No. So now she started asking if I ever drank. And if I ever drank with him that year. And how many times a week would I have a drink with him? If anything, like, bitch, I ain't the alcoholic. Stop deflecting. She said, what kind of alcohol you drink? Moscato? Wine? I don't get drunk off wine. How many glasses of wine do you have? I don't know, maybe 2. But I probably drink once, maybe twice a week, if that. So now she's like, do you smoke marijuana? Yes, ma'am. Do you have a prescription for marijuana? Yes, ma'am. What form are you allowed to take? I was like, I don't understand the question. So now she starts having an attitude. What form of marijuana do you take? I'm allowed to take any kind. Using my medical marijuana card, I can use it in flower. I can use it in gum format. I can take teas. However, whatever format it comes in, it is legal for me to get it because I am prescribed it. She was like, well, what exactly is the diagnosis that led up to that prescription? Anxiety. When were you diagnosed with anxiety? When I was married to that bitch? Constantly having that feeling of impending doom because you never know when he's going to burn you or do some foul ass shit to you. Anybody would have anxiety from that, don't you think? My attorney tells me not to answer. And she tells me, well, I'm ordering you to answer. My attorney said, you are not her attorney. Well, she could have sought a protective order if she didn't want to answer those questions. My attorney tells me, don't answer. You do not have to answer those questions as your mental health is not a factor in this case. You do not have to answer that. She continues to ask the same question that the attorney tells her not to ask, and my attorney keeps objecting. So now she asks the court reporter to certify the question. The court reporter comes in and says, what does that mean? We don't certify questions. Does she even know what she's doing?